All right, so if you're wiring a home to have low EMF, a lot of times that means you don't have Wi-Fi in the house, or you only have Wi-Fi whenever you want it on demand. So what that means is we have to hardwire our low voltage Ethernet cables and anything we want in our office. So today I'm going to show you a couple considerations on what you'd like to do in your office to make sure you got some options when you are hardwiring your low voltage. So let's get going. All right, so if we're doing low voltage in a low EMF house, that typically means there's no Wi-Fi in the house. So, or we have the option to flip the Wi-Fi on. And I have a special router I'm going to show you in another video that allows you, it's on-demand Wi-Fi. But we'll look at that in another video. But what I want to show you today is actually in an office that we have set up here. And I want to show you some considerations whenever you're doing that. So I have what I call Smurf Tube. And a lot of times it's orange or it's blue. It's here, and this is a raceway for future low voltage cables. But what you'll see is this allows you the opportunity to have a screen up above without having any cables running down the face of the wall. So the other thing you'll see is this ties into another box here. And this box has an RG6 and also a Cat6 here inside the box. Then you're going to see another Smurf tube that runs here, and this actually has nothing in it. You can see here, we hardwired this into here because we knew we were going to need this in this box. Then it runs to the center spot right here. So it comes up and sweeps up here, so it goes down in the floor system, comes up into this box, and then this one actually comes out and then goes over, comes up in this spot right here, and then this feeds this monitor here, where a monitor go on the wall here. So why are we actually doing that? So the reason we're doing that is because I got a desk that's going to sit right here. So I got a desk in the middle of the room, and if I want to screen, and I have a view looking out the window this way. So if you have a view you want to have a desk at a certain location, but I want a screen on this side, in addition to possibly a screen on a desk if you want that here, I got to have a connection point for my low volt to go from my desk through the floor over onto the wall, so I don't have cables running on the wall or on the floor over to that location. So how do we do that? We do it with the Smurf tube. So the Smurf tube gives us that chase and that raceway to get over to that location. So the idea is these keep you from getting cut off for future wiring in your home. So you could change, if I had technology change, I can go out and pull that wire right out of there and go put a new wire back on and get all the way back to my panel without taking out one piece of drywall in my house. So a little bit of planning saves a lot of bit of work later, if that's a word, a lot of it. This right here is another one. So the Smurf tube is coming down here, and this is getting us into our security panel. So I wanted to make sure I had another spot to get into our security panel at a later time and get something else up into the attic space. So this is nothing but future to make sure I had a pathway to get there. I have another one here that goes all the way down. This is actually for a radon system. This is the low pressure alarm that goes, it's actually tapped into the radon pipe under the house. So through the second floor, down the wall, underneath into the crawl space, this goes all the way down. So I have a pathway all the way down. It goes in the floor and down into the house that I can get up right here. And I have actually two more I'll show you over here that do the same thing. So these two Smurf tubes, these run from underneath the house all the way up into the attic, and you can see them above me here, and they take off and they go up to the top of the attic. And then those are the ones that go down to the top of that other panel. So I have a path, two paths with nothing in them right now. These are nothing but for future. There's no cables in here at all. That allows me two ways to get all the way up from the bottom to the panel. This house is very difficult, this one here, to get from the top to the bottom, and it would be virtually almost impossible without doing thousands of dollars of damage in this house without having these in here. So if I didn't have these in here, I'd be cutting drywall all over the place to get a cable back up here, and you probably would just say, hey, just forget it. But because we planned for it, we got that option later down the road by putting these Smurf tubes in. All right, so these two Smurf tubes here, these are the ones that are coming up from all the way underneath the house in the crawl space. They're coming up, you can see through the second story walls. They didn't get up into the attic. And now I'm up inside of an actual fill on the roof that we built a nice platform you can stand on. And then at the end of these Smurf tubes, we've labeled them. So you have, it says 2 crawl space under house. Really clear where this goes. Now something to consider is make sure you seal the ends of these with zip tape, because this is a raceway for air as well. So you're getting air, you get air exchange from your conditioned crawl space all the way up into your attic, which that's not what we want. So you got to make sure you seal the end of those raceways, or the Smurf tube, up in the attic if you have communication between a conditioned space and a non-conditioned space. All right, so I'm crawling over here now on this catwalk, and I'm going over, I wanted to show you where we had our Smurf tube coming up from the porch soffit. You can see it running up here, goes right by our radon fan, and then right at the top it says northeast porch soffit, and I have a speaker wire and a Cat 6 wire or cable coming up right there, and that comes up. So you can see here that it free airs, so it's in the air, takes off, and it goes all the way back that direction in the attic, and then it goes back into the panel. So this is another example of this. This is going to the northwest porch soffit. You can see that we have this chase going all the way on to the porch soffit there, and then we have the cables running back to the panel here. So if we wanted to replace these later, we would just remove those from the panel, pull them out of the panel, and then we would use one of our other Smurf tubes that go into the panel over there and put the new cables into that, and then run them over to this point and then go down and out. So this is the top of the other side of the attic, and these are actually going down to the panel. And we have these labeled as well. You can see the label down there, and they say 2 low voltage panel on them. And then we've also air sealed these so we don't have communication between the conditioned and unconditioned space in the home. All right, so I'm dropping down into the crawl space, and you can see here, this is a Smurf tube. It's coming down. This one's going all the way to the attic. So we got that to attic, and we've labeled that. We've secured it. You can see it going through the floor. You can see we're not air sealed down here. So we plugged it at the top, so we're not going to get any air moving through it. So it's sealed off at the top. You could seal this if you'd like down here. This is a conditioned crawl, so there's no bugs, nothing getting in here. You can see this. It's super clean underneath the house. This is another example here. This is actually going to our speaker amplifier underneath the house, and we're going up. There's a lot going up through this walls here. And I got another one that's here that we need to actually secure up. That's the other one to the attic. So, and we're not sealed off right here. So this is how you get from the crawl space and go up actually 3 stories. So you're getting to the first floor, second floor, and all the way up into the attic space. So that's how you will get anything in the future under the house up to the top. So make sure you plan at the rough-in stage a pathway all the way from the very bottom crawl space of the house all the way back to the panel, so you're not cut off, and anything that changes for technology-wise, you're ready for it, and you can make those adjustments later if it requires a different type of cable. All right, well, I hope those tips will help you in doing the low voltage system in your house. So if you'd like more information about building a custom home, building a custom ADU, or doing a whole house remodel project, visit our website at freemansconstruction.com. If you'd like help buying or selling your home or your land, visit our real estate company's website at freemansrealty.com. So thanks again for watching.